Greetings, rockers and metalheads. I've got a share out this morning. This will be my second video in a week. Wow, got a lot of stuff coming in. I've got a package that I will open up and do a reveal. I know what's in here. I don't think there's any surprises, but got some cool stuff in there to share out. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a few minutes. And before I get to that and open that up, I'm going to share out some records that I've gotten in the mail in the last few days. Most of these the seals have not been broken yet. One that I've been eyeing since it was posted online that it was going to be pressed in, I guess, a color variation, red, blue, and white, I believe. I did not end up getting that one. I believe that one was more of a limited. This one is just black vinyl, but it is a repress of Fear Factory's first full-length Soul of a New Machine, and it also includes the EP Fear is the Mind Killer, which were both released in 92 and 93. So this is a 3-record set. Very cool. Also includes a poster and a patch. And I don't know what that poster looks like. I've seen a picture of the patch, but I would imagine the poster will probably be the cover of the full length here. It may be a 2-sided. I'll have to check that out later. But I had this on CD back when it came out, and really enjoyed that one. Just a little bit of industrial kind of mixed in with some death metal and thrash, and good band. I got their more recent album and enjoyed that one too. Some records, once again, these have not been opened up. These are from Boone's Overstock, a band that I've got all 3 of their albums. I've got this one and the 2 that came after it on CD. This is Haven, Your Dying Day, which was originally released in 1990, and this first time pressing on vinyl was 2017, and that is on Retroactive Records. Just a really good traditional, maybe a little bit of power metal, but a band that I enjoy. And I believe they were from New Jersey. Sacrament, also released in 1990. This band out of Pennsylvania. And this is Testimony of Apocalypse, also released on Retroactive, or re-released. This one did have a vinyl pressing in the early 90s, but more money than I would probably want to spend, so I've got the black vinyl version. Don't know how many were pressed on this one, but awesome band. Another one, I've got this on CD. I've got their follow-up on both CD and vinyl. And this band, both Mike and Paul, the singer and drummer, are back together. They have been for, I guess, a couple of years now, and they have taken the name of the album that I just showed you and started up a new band, Testimony of Apocalypse, and this was their first release, and I believe they are wrapping up their second release, probably to come out in 2020, 2014, I don't know, whatever year next year. I don't know what year it is. I can't even tell you what my age is anymore. You get older and this thing starts slipping away. Next year, they're supposed to be releasing, I believe, that other album. This next band is one that I was familiar with their earlier material. I've gotten, let's see, their first full length on record, which was Breaking Point, with lead singer Mike Howe, who sadly passed away in 2021. And then I also got the From the Vault compilation set, which was 2 CDs and a DVD of Breaking Point and their first EP and some live material. And this is a later album from the band I'm talking about, Heretic, and this is A Time of Crisis. I've held off on getting this for a while. I read some reviews that, just sounded like it wasn't going to hold up to the earlier material, but this one's got a return of the original singer. Julian Mendez, I believe, is the singer's name. Just the more I looked into it, I thought, I don't know, there was mixed reviews. I finally just thought, what the hell, I need to just pick it up and give it a chance. Just good thrash, good traditional heavy metal, and I'm sure with a few spins this will fit in just nicely with their other material. And now we'll go ahead and open up the box. Like I said, I know exactly what's in here. This is from some records from my buddy Joe in Ohio. And so these are all records that I purchased from him. I don't know what order they're going to be in here, but just pull out one at a time. And okay, first one, Thunderstorm. I do not have anything from this band. This, I believe, is their first full length, and they do have some other albums that came after this one. This is a Italian epic doom band. This is Sad Symphony, originally released in 2000. This particular press, this is a double vinyl on translucent red, and the company, let's see, it was a 2002 release on Metal Supremacy Records. I think I've got a few other records from that label. Definitely a doomy cover. Would probably have some shades of Candlemass and maybe Forsaken from Malta. Next up, a band that I am familiar with, because I do have this already on CD, and I've got two other albums from this band. This is North Winds. This is a French, maybe progressive doom band. Might have a little bit more shades of some keyboards in it. Just great music, good band. Probably not too many people outside of doom circles that would be familiar with them, but this was their first release. This one came out in 1998. It was pressed, I think, one pressing for CD, and then this one vinyl pressing. Just kind of a cool stick creature. And the album title is Great God Pan, and this one was released on Black Widow Records, once again in 1998. So there's actually a lot going on in that cover. You might not be able to make everything out there, but there's a few other figures and critters on that cover. What is next? Premonition 13. This is a record that I should have picked up a long time ago. There had plenty of opportunities. Saw it on multiple websites. I've seen it for good prices. Got this one for a good price. Wino. If you're into doom metal, there's not much else you really need to say. It's Wino. I know that it's going to be great. Just good. Maybe a little bit of a stoner feel to it, not just flat out doom, traditional doom. But not sure about the other two members that are on this one, and believe this is just the black variant. Not sure if this one came in any other colors, but know that will be good. I've seen Wino live before. Great performer, musician, guitar player, singer. All right, gotta do some cutting here. I've got 2 separate boxes, so while I'm cutting, I guess the majority of what I'm sharing out here in this collection is so far been a little bit more doom metal, hence why I'm wearing the Reverend Bizarre shirt. But there is going to be a record in here that it'll kind of stand out from these others. I'll talk about that when I get to it. It's on the top. I'll probably put it aside for a few moments, leave that one for last. Okay, here we go. Another Doom. Spiritus Mortis. And this, I believe, is a German band, Hamburg. Probably losing some of the cover there with the sleeve. So this is a release a couple of years after the initial release of this album. This one, actually, I'm not sure that they were from Hamburg, and I'm second guessing I'm pretty certain they're German. But this self-titled was originally released in 2004, different cover, and then High Roller Records came out with the vinyl here in 2009. It is High Roller, like I said, and Psychedelic Records release. It is a gatefold and two record set. I'm familiar with this band and also some of the tracks on this because I've got a split CD between them and The Gates of Slumber, and I think I've got another little Doom compilation that has a song or two of theirs on there. So just underrated Doom band. Okay, next up, a band I can say that I'm not really familiar with. I've seen their records online. I've heard of the band. Paul Chain, Pagan Altar, when they come up, sometimes this band would kind of pop up too. They've been around, I wrote down, since 1988. This is the first thing that I've owned from them. I don't know that I've ever heard any songs from them, so this is kind of a blind purchase. But Black Widow Records again, kind of a they're Italian and more of a progressive doom, and the band is The Black. And Peccatus Nostris, I guess like maybe Nostradam. Peccatus Nostris. This is released in 2004. As far as I can tell from online, this was never released on CD, any other format other than this record. They've got a lot of albums that came out prior to this one. This, once again, being a 2004 release, and they've been around since 1988. I think their first major release was maybe 1990 or 1991, but most of everything that they've released has been pressed and released out of Italy. So definitely look forward to giving that a listen. Get the inner sleeve. Doesn't look like any lyrics on there, but that's okay because I'm sure they would be in Italian. The album title being Latin, so it's possible that some of the lyrics would be Latin also. Okay, and that should leave me with the final, and I guess we can consider it the oddball one for this package, and that is Poison. Look what the cat dragged in. Actually, you know what? I goofed up. There is another one after it, but seeing how I've already got I've already got this one out. I'll go ahead and go through this one. But yeah, every once in a while, I like some glam, some hair rock, 80s metal. Not opposed to occasionally listening to some Bon Jovi or Rad or any of those bands. So Poison, this was not necessarily my favorite of theirs, but Joe had this one up, and I couldn't say no to this one. It is a promotional copy, so it's got the promo stamp on the front cover. It is still in the plastic. So other than the fact that it's got, some of the plastic removed from the corner there, but it's got the hype sticker. Nothing on the back. And then the vinyl, black. It's possible that that's never been played before because it looks pristine. We've got the promo photo, one side of the band, and another insert, which I'll hold that up there for a minute for this in case any of you are into Poison and you're just interested in what that says. You can pause that and give it a read. Portland appearing with Rat, so I don't know if this is something. I would imagine this came with the promo, promoting the band and something MTV video and concert. So yeah, something definitely different from the other albums that I've got there, but I like I said, couldn't pass that one up. Now, the last one I want to share out is another band prior to last week I had never heard of, knew nothing about. Believe I'm pronouncing the name correctly, Magates. And this is a thrash band out of Germany. This would be the one out of Hamburg, fronted by a female lead singer. Reminds me of Fear of God. And this is their first full-length, Human Errors. This was released on an independent German label. Let's see. First 1MF Records. So I don't know if that would be First MF Records or 1MF Records, but kind of not used to seeing that label. And the only other band that I could find that I was familiar with that was also on this label was Sancrosant, which is another German thrash band. I do have one of their records, and so I did gave this band some listen to a couple of days ago, and liked what I heard. And once again, this was one I did not want to pass up on. There's I don't want to sound sexist, and I guess by saying that probably I've already set myself up, but to find good thrash bands or even death metal bands with female lead singers, there's quite a bit out there, but ones that really connect with me are kind of far and few between. But this one, I on first listen, got another insert here. On first listen, I was really impressed with this, so this may become a new favorite German thrash band. They do have another LP that came out later. Let's see, this one was I believe 1990 or 1991, and I think they had another one in 1999. So if I can track that down, I will definitely give that one a listen to. And then looks like Joe threw in a freebie for me, Pretty Things, which I've heard of. Not familiar with their music, but I know it's I believe probably a 70s release. So cool. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate all the good tunes that I get from my buddy up in Ohio. Well, once again, I thank you all for watching. I know this one was kind of long compared to the last few, but had a lot to share out. Hope everyone's doing well. Keep rocking and keep thrashing, and I'll see you again soon.